He's in a while now, have I? Especially since there's not exactly green screen stuff behind me. I was originally going to do a gaming stream, but then I realized, wait, I was only going to do 3 of those a week. And I have 4 games set up, so the hinted one is going to be delayed a little bit. Still have a plan, though. Give me about 2 months and we'll be doing that. Anyway, things have been really hectic recently, that's for sure. Money's been all over the place. What's been happening? Comes to the job I currently have, things have been very restless. And apparently Fox News is making reports that I probably don't care about. I just wanted to do this brief little stream today just because I'm more or less speaking my mind on a lot of things. I've been practicing Hollow Knight as well, actually, because I do plan on streaming that at some point, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I am getting kind of winded on Souls stuff. Plus, I think the 3 things that we'll be mainly focusing on for a while, well, for about a month, being the Final Fantasy binge and Persona binge, obviously, and then the Spyro Reignited trilogy. Once the Spyro trilogy is done, then Kingdom Hearts. Wink, wink. Yeah, that was the hint earlier, but then I remembered, oh wait, I said I was going to do this after finishing Spyro Reignited. I'm a dingus. I've been in my living room here kind of contemplating a couple of things recently. Or for about an hour and a half, I think. One of those things is something that I'm going to make a video on, so I'm going to be very vague about it, but I can't think of a single company that's not going downhill right now. All companies are just plummeting, as far as I know. It's kind of sad, too. I've been following on, like, the whole Sony greed thing recently. The going from physical to digital idea. I'm not gonna give too much of my personal opinion on that yet, but needless to say, I do understand how other people, when they talk about it, I do get it. Hello, Andrew Martinez. How are you? Don't mind this moron over here, just kind of speaking my mind. Plus, I'm pretty sure in about 2 hours I'll be not allowed to do that for about 7.5 hours anyway, so. Well, welcome. Usually it isn't this live stuff, but usually it's gaming stuff, but welcome in. Thank you for subbing. Things have been getting really wild when it comes to businesses as a whole. Like, I've been doing a lot of deep diving on it recently, and for one, there's there are company. I think I can list 4 companies over the course of the past 5 years that have filed for bankruptcy in one way or the other because of stupid choices. And on the other hand, I can probably think of like seven endless companies that I think about it are just the only reason they're succeeding is greed. It's kind of sad, quite frankly. It is really, really sad how many people are just like, greed for the win, it'll get you the money. Yeah, but it won't really get you a lot of money for very long. Howdy, Tabby Cat. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Beat me to the punchline, that's for sure. I don't know if being a YouTuber like me would say very much. I just do this as a hobby, Andrew. In my case, like most of the time well now, most of the time it's just me getting on my setup over here. Ignore the sparkling water, that's my friends. And this, I don't know why this stuff is here. But little setup here on my now closed PC, just basically streaming what? 3 games at a time, I think. Like right now, what we're doing Final Fantasy 9, Persona 5 Royal, and uh I just said it, Spyro Reignited Trilogy. Once that trilogy's done, if Realm I can't English right now. The next Spyro game they're deving at the moment. A Realm Beyond. Once that's out, I will play that on stream, holding off on whatever alternate. If that's not out yet, then I'll start playing through the 7 console Kingdom Hearts games. That's my plan at least. But yeah, there's a lot on my end, but once again, all this is just kind of hobby on my end. I do have a day job that pays for this. Helps pay for certain bills, but holy crap, expenses, man. Oh, also, apologies if I say this wrong. Hi, TF Nairi. How are you? Wow. Am I gay? No. I am most certainly not gay. I may or may not have a lesbian dog, for all I know, but I'm definitely not gay. Uh, Quite frankly, Andrew, I've met a lot of people in my real life who kind of just outright say that. I'm going, wild guess, Alex, I'm assuming you're either a teenager, early 20s, or somewhere around there. Reason I say that is I have like 3 or 4 coworkers who act or say that kind of way and think that kind of way, and they're around that age. Not very often, at least not while the streams are happening. And like I said, it's hobby, so it doesn't really bother me, but that's also why I do streams like this, more interactive streams, because at that point it's more involved, I guess. It's more touch base with reality. It's one of those things for me. It's like There is another reason why I'm doing certain live streams. Like, I am binging every mainline numerical Final Fantasy game, but I don't know, there's a lot to all of it. Okay, sounds good. Good luck with that, Andrew. Sure do it. Okay, well, there's this now. I just noticed a Q and a option on this thing. I'm like, huh, all right, let's try it. The funniest glitch or bug I've ever seen. Huh. Usually that involves soul stuff. Um, at least for me. I would say my personal answer to this would probably be, anytime that there's a glitch or a bug involved with Soulsborne or Souls likes that make it so I almost have to do nothing and I'm super overpowered. I think that's when I get the biggest kick. Let's see, can I actually still trying to figure out how to work with this. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see, where do we go? Oh gosh. I'm like tinkering with some stuff on here. This is normal. Oh boy. Now I'm just a couple of arms, apparently. If somebody ever looked like that, I'd be weirded out. Oh, I'm one with the kaleidoscope now. Blue retro. Actually, that one looks kind of cool. Blue dabba dee dabba die. Well, okay. You know, the option said big head. I didn't expect it to be this big. And now I'm in the dance party option. I don't think this one should be called dance party. I think this one should be called high as a kite. This one's called blushing, but I mean, okay. This one's Dusty Rose, and if someone asked me if I was gay in this one, I would play along because this one at least makes it look more so like that. Cat eyes. Meow. Blush hearts? Okay. Same with this one. If someone saw me in this situation and asked if I was high, I'd be like, yeah, okay, that's fair. Cause it's the thriller night. Well, this looks familiar. Well, sure. This would be the case for me if I was a waifu. And then there's the next one that's minimalist. Wait, what's the difference? I guess it's taking off some of my facial hair. That's not creepy at all. That's literally the same thing as Risen Zombie. Again, if somebody asked the gay thing now, it would make more sense. Looks weird. Okay, third. Whoa. Admittedly, I do wonder how long it took them to do this. That's pretty accurate, I'd say. All right. That's kind of interesting. Always smiles. That doesn't look frightening at all. Ha 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 ha. What am I, the Joker now? How is that a cartoon? Apparently, I'm Mulan now. Rawr. That's not creepy at all. Okay, again, this is another one where it's like if somebody asked me if I was gay with this, I'd play along because it would make more sense. These are interesting. Radioactive. This looks familiar. Blue Retro we've seen, Dance Party we've seen, Horror TV, or, just old school. X Ray. I can promise you that's not what my insides look like. This does kind of make me think of the OG Spider-Man, though. Or not the OG, the first Spider-Man game done by Insomniac. Infrared? Yeah, that looks about right. Thermal again, and video killed the radio star. These are interesting. The option effect says all. Yeah, no. Alright, well, this was going to be a very brief stream, very short stream. Just kind of wanted to derp around a little bit before going throughout the rest of the day. Gonna charge my phone for later anyway, so. Let's see. Can I actually do the, reboot the automatic chat translate? This is what I'm doing. Yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I looked at the top fans thing. I call bull crap. That doesn't make sense. I don't know. Maybe I'll start doing like shout outs. Like, I don't do videos often at this point. Most of the time when I do videos, it's like this is another reason why I'm streaming. Like, I'm going to probably do videos once every now and then, but not enough to claim that it's my main thing at this point. After, 8 years of doing videos and not really doing anything. Anyway, that's topic for another time. There are actually a couple things I'd like to talk about, but I'll do that in said videos. For now, though, I am gonna head off. We're hitting the 20-minute mark, and like I wanted this one to be a pretty short stream just because I didn't want to go without a stream today. I was originally gonna do Kingdom Hearts, but like I said, we need to finish Spiral first. So the plan is on Wednesday I'm going to do one of the three Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday will be the 3 days that I do stream. Should be around the same time as this one was, maybe a little bit earlier, depending on the day, maybe a little later, depending on the day. But yeah, that should be it for now. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. Shout out to Andrew Martinez, Tabby Cat, TF Nairi. Apologies if I'm saying that wrong. And Alex Y6J3B. All y'all for jumping in the chat. Thank you for joining. And I might do more of these live ones in the future, just more involved with my family as well. My wife's at work and my pupper is sleeping, so yeah, it's only me. Nope, I'm far from Charlie Puth, buddy. Thanks for watching, guys. See y'all later.